Simonne McClinton. I'm actually speaking on behalf of a lot of the people here. We prepared that for you. I'm at 110 West McGee Street, and the handout that we did, we prepared for you. So what I would like to go over is I had the honor of going out with Captain James, Chief Miller, Nancy Hoffman, and Katie Southard to represent downtown businesses and listen to the noise downtown. One of the major things that we found was that the ambient noise downtown without hearing any music was 73. That's standing on the street. That's before you heard music. That was before you heard anything. We stood across the street from Sun and Sky. That is what we registered. We did not hear their rooftop bars across the street from Sun and Sky, nor across the street from Green Street. What we did hear was crowd noise. We heard traffic. We heard buses. We went out at 11 o'clock. I believe Thursday night has been touted as the busiest night downtown and the noisiest, so that was the night we chose. We also went to the rooftop of Sun and Sky, where we listened to music. I believe everybody else on council, or most of you guys did go too, so I did corroborate all of these findings with people who went out on other nights. So I think the key point for us is that if the ambient noise is 73, how do we go below that? Further to that notion, as I traveled around to different bars and rooftops, I was first really taken aback by how incredible the scene was and how amazing and lucky we are to have these rooftop venues for people. We did see the party bus from Green Street. Those guys send a bus out to pick up students and bring them downtown, and then they safely transport them back home. I don't know of any other place or private business that does something like that for our community, and I think that's something pretty incredible, and we're lucky to have. They do it on their own dime. The other thing that we noted was that we were able to speak comfortably when we were at these venues. We were able to go to an empty unit up in the 16th floor of the building at Centerpoint. What we noticed up there was that it was remarkably quiet. We were actually really impressed with the lack of noise when you closed the doors. And when you stood out on the balcony, we did not hear music from Green Street, although I was texting with Kenny saying, crank it up. We couldn't hear their music. We heard people, we heard buses, and we heard church bells. We did hear an underlying bass, but it was minimal and you could never really tell what it was. On top of that, I would just like to say that we prepared and organized on our own. Collectively, we've spent hundreds of hours on this issue to represent ourselves because we have no one to represent us as small business owners downtown. And we deserve someone to represent us. So far and on so many issues, we have stood alone and we've been forced to get together. And we are a tight community. We do work together. We do help each other out. We are people who have built something out of nothing. We've jumped through hundreds of hoops and spent millions of our own dollars. We bring hundreds of thousands of people downtown with their pocketbooks, and we work when everyone else is playing. We work on weekends, and we work on holidays, and we work at night, and we sleep when everyone else is rising. So we sleep through the greatest noise during the day, and we adapt. So at the end of the day, we ask you, what is your vision for downtown? Because we don't know. We have one, and we recognize that we're a college town, and we recognize that we have 40,000 students in our community and 5 colleges within walking distance to our businesses. We provide for them, and we attract and retain the young people that we're always so desperately trying to. We have a vision, and we would love to share it with you if you guys would listen.